So simple and yet so futuristic.
The shape of that tank, the stance. I think I'm already in love.
Impressive, isn't it? I know what you guys are thinking, but only one of us can ride the bike. Enjoy the popcorn, boys. By now, you could be convinced that there's nothing this good looking below 5 lakh rupees on the Indian market. But how did that come to be? The new sports cafe concept from 2017 is the genesis of this design. The CB300R is a cafe racer. But while most of the world presses a pause button somewhere in the 70s for these machines, Honda pressed fast forward. This is more Tron than Saturday Night Fever. It's old, but it's new at the same time. And while the theme is retro, it doesn't wallow in old meters and a bulb in a prism lens headlight. This is thoroughly modern. That headlamp, it's round like in the 70s, but it would easily belong on the International Space Station. Then there's the fuel tank. If bent glossy plastic had class and imagination, this would be it.
Looks like the design team got the cost-cutting memo, but the engineering team didn't. Because I've been reading the brochure, cute little one, the bike has only 30 horses.
For 30 horses, that's not a lot actually.
That's not a lot.
Especially when you bring in the 390 Duke.
The Duke 390.
Now 30 bhp might not sound like a lot, but the CB300R makes up for that by being extremely eager. And we know this engine. It began life in the CBR250R, and since then it's gained a longer stroke, grown in size, and that brings more power and more torque. It makes 4 bhp more than the CBR250R. But that's not the whole story. The CB300R is engineered to be extremely light, a whole 20 kilos lighter than the CBR250R. That's a big difference. And let's not forget, it is the CBR250R engine. It vibrates just a little bit, like a secret SMS.
Whoa, sounds nice as well.
You mean sounds nice for a single? Sounds really nice for a single, yeah.
The suspension setup, of course, is completely new. The CBR250R was quite soft and you couldn't really push it. But the new upside-down forks on the CB300 match its sporty character rather well. So initially, it feels exactly like what it is, a European motorcycle, and that's stiff and sporty. But you discover that it actually absorbs quite a bit, and it handles beautifully too. It's amazing how Honda's managed to blend intense European character flawlessly with a hint of Japanese tempera. All things considered, I even think it's reasonably priced.
Reasonably priced? Is Shumi wrong?
Shumi cannot be wrong.
Shumi, how can you call it reasonably priced?
Arey, possibly nahi hai bro, chill.
Mate, 2.4 lakh rupees for a single cylinder. It is expensive.
Is it expensive? Yes. Outrageously so? I don't think so, bros. Because A, it's a CKD, the most affordable one in India, so you get a truly global spec product. B, there's nothing else quite like the CB300R in India, at least until the Husqvarnas get here. It's going to be exclusive. This kind of quality, equipment and the feel of an international motorcycle in a class full of excellent locally built machines, I think there's a valuable slice of the pie for Honda here and good news for us. It's a win-win. So for me, yes, the Honda CB300R is a truly special motorcycle. It's a lot more than just two wheels and an engine. It's a neo-retro spoon that stirs your soul, a machine that encourages you to leave the confines of your car, to put on the gladiator's armor and step into the modern-day Colosseum. Abhi, teri bari.
Oh no!